Hello my friends and welcome to another video. My name is Deanna if you're new here. If you're not, welcome back. Thank you for coming back to spend a little time with me today. I wanted to kind of film an updated flip for you guys and just show you some of the things I've been working on. Still in the same cover, absolutely loving it. And I also just wanted to do a little intro because it wouldn't be me without, having a super long intro, but I'll try and keep it short and just say thank you for all of the influx of followers and comments and subscribers. You guys are incredible. I'm so happy to have you all here. Honestly, it's just every time I get a comment or a like, it's so exciting, and I have notifications on for YouTube, and every time I get a new subscriber, I literally do a happy dance. Same on Etsy when somebody favorites the shop or just likes an item. I really love that. All the messages I'm getting on Instagram, it's been amazing, and my heart didn't know I needed it. So thank you, and thank you for being here and for spending time with me. So I'm really thankful. So I want to pop in. A couple of things have changed, but not huge external changes like on the outside of the planner, because it's the same cover. Still obsessed with the squishiness of this VDS. I love my Giglio, but the squish on this and the character of it just is making me happy. So we are still in this, and let me make sure that I'm filming. The filming, you might have like a little bit of a yellow cast, and I'm sorry about that. Not in my normal spot for filming today, but we're trying to make it work. We're doing the best we can. We're rolling with the punches. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you may not know. You may have been like, where are you? Where have you been? I broke my toe. I'm wearing a boot. I'm not going to try to lift my foot to show you, but tore the ligaments in my big toe and broke it. So we're a little bit hobbly over here, and we had a family tragedy this week. And so I've just been kind of, taking a step back and being with my family and just trying to take it a little bit easy. But when I'm stressed or when stuff's going on, sometimes I tend to try to distract myself with work. That's been what I've been doing, making some updates, not only to my planner, but also in my Etsy shop, adding new inserts and things. So I've been doing that. And I'll show you those as we go through my flip. So let me get started. Let me move my coffee so you guys get the full view. I have this little pretty paper that I just got at Hobby Lobby because I made new dividers, and so those are what you're seeing first. Let me drink here. All right, now hold on a second. Let me see if I can turn off this light, because that yellow light is going to drive me crazy through this whole thing here. Now, we're just going to be dealing with natural daylight, and I think that'll be better. So, yeah, okay. Let me see if I can get you zoomed in here. I don't want to mess it up too much, but I want you to be able to get the full view of everything. So, I have made, oh, my boot. Okay, I've made some new dividers. I lost my little clip. I can't find it. One of the kids probably took it. I had this little pink snowflake clip. It was so cute. Some things are the same, so I'm just going to kind of go over some things that are different. In my front pocket here, I made this little laminated kind of pocket. I left this with a little extra space here so that I could hole punch it and put it in here if I wanted to. But I basically have I miss my zip kind of pocket that my Giglio had. I do miss that zip, but it's okay. I think that the Moterm has it as well. But for now, since I don't have that, I have the Secretarial, but I have I always have to keep Band-Aids and business cards. And so I just made this little pocket, laminated kind of pocket with some cute little vellum that I found at Hobby Lobby. So I put my Band-Aids and business cards in there, and I've got that in that front pocket. These are what I'm using for weekly trackers. These are Peanuts Planner Co. I don't know if she still does this or not. I think she does. I'm not sure. But these were her stickies, like printed stickies, the marble. And this is what I've been doing with my weekly tracking. So I just kind of keep those in that little pocket right there. Planner belongs to in case of contact, and then my usual Maddie Plans task card back here. This is Kubo and Lucy, and this, I don't remember where I got it from. It might have been, oh, where was that? Todo Papel on Etsy, I think. Not 100% sure. Then this is my Flyleaf from Spek that I keep my pen in. I'm still obsessed with this pen. It's my Pentel Energel Liquid Gel ink in the 0.7. I love the body on this. I think this is technically came with pink ink, but I just unscrewed it. I bought the other version that had the black ink, and then I just swapped out the ink refill. So little pen hack for you there. So this has been kind of what I've been using and loving. And then let me make sure we are in focus. You can see some of my new dividers here. So we will quickly discuss the new divider system, and I'll get you in. So there you go. You can see that. So I got this paper from Hobby Lobby yesterday. I think this is a different version, but I just got some vellum, and this is an extra little scrap piece of another one that I used for my dividers. I needed some new dividers. The ones I had from, oh, where did I get these? I shared it in my last video, but an Etsy store. I think it's Shelby Lee. These are great. They're just a little thin. And so I needed something a little more substantial because I was tending to, when I had my planner closed, some of the tabs were getting bent because they're thin, which it's not her fault. It's just the way that I use my planners because I stuff them. So I tend to be a little bit rough on my dividers, and I need to switch them out a little more often, I think. And so I decided to just make some. So I cut down, basically, I can do a video on it if you want, but I essentially just followed a Plan with Bees tutorial, and that's how I made these. But it's very straightforward. You just, get your paper, your vellum, your decorative paper, and then I just used my paper trimmer, which is the Fiskars. I've had this for years, and I cut it down to the size that I wanted, and kind of cut tabs into it, and then or cut the tab out of this paper. So I cut this original or initial shape basically of the divider, and I left it blank because I change the order of my planner throughout the year, just whenever I feel like I need to. It's always evolving as my responsibilities change in my life and things change. So I don't want anything to be too permanent. So what I do is I just basically made this divider shell, and then I took my label maker and I put my labels for each section. And so I have 6 sections here. My monthlies kind of cut off the last 3, but the first 3 are home, kids, and plans. And then, I've got my monthlies, and then the last 3, which the first 3 were that white divider, the whitish wildflowers. And then these last 3 are the dark version of that wildflower paper. If you've gone to my shop, you know that I love those wildflower outlines. It's kind of my vibe, and I have them on my inserts. So this vellum was perfect at Hobby Lobby, and they're 40% off. I don't know if they still are this week, but they were when I went. So anyway, the last 3 tabs are reference, finance, and miscellaneous. And this one may change, but I'm just doing, testing this out to see what I think. But so I kind of reorganized and rearranged things a little bit. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Sorry to give you a little bit of a whoop. This tripod is not happy with me today. Okay, hopefully we are good now. All right, there we go. Okay, it'll stop jiggling eventually. All right, so going into my cleaning section. Yes, my nails got snapped off. They lifted. It's annoying, but anyway, I moved my home section to the front to try to motivate myself to clean and stay on top of that a little bit better. This is a zone routine. I think this was part of the planner task collab, but I don't know exactly, where you can then go in and edit this. So I edited in Adobe and I put in each section. So kitchen, living room, downstairs bathroom, upstairs bathroom, master bedroom, kids bedroom, and miscellaneous like areas. And this is just the cleaning to kind of help me stay on track with that. This is just this year I'd like to list. I have the Paper Tess Designs Hey Planner Girl home maintenance bundle. I purchased that a while ago. And then I just put a couple of pieces in here. So this is the home maintenance guide, and then pantry and refrigerator essentials. So I have that there. This was I think it was a freebie, but I don't know. It was Peanuts Planner Co. grocery, or it was just like a two column thing, or it might have said grocery guide. I don't know, but I went in and I edited it, and customize it for exactly like where I wanted things and how I wanted them, and edited that. But this is in personal rings because I was in that before. So I'm working on, making my own version of this, but for now this is in here. I move this towards the front so that when I'm grocery shopping, I can quickly, and I'll probably have a little tab. So like if I'm, I'll open up to my week where my shopping list is, but then I also wanted to have my kind of like grocery trigger list near the front so that I can access that quickly if I'm at the grocery store. I don't want to have to dig, way back here for that. So that's there. And then I have my meal bank, again, personal size. I'm going to make one and get it in here fitted. But these things take time. These are just my notes pages from my shop here, but I just put a couple lines, and this is going to be, I'm working on home projects. If the columns would be like if it's began or finished, but then this is probably I'm actually gonna make one for home projects, because I have ADHD, and so I will like hyper focus in on a room and then be like, I need to totally like revamp this completely. And I'll start the project, and then, and then some like squirrel, and I'm off doing something else and I forget. And I'm like, what did I do? Did I start that in progress? Where did I leave things off? So whenever I get ideas about things I want to do, specifically like around the house, I want to try to list that here. Elements of a planner. This is SM Plans, maybe, I'm not sure. And then I've got home inventory. This is Haru Plans. If you have a question where things are, let me know. I'll try and if I don't mention. This is Peanuts Planner service log. And then I just have a piece of that vellum that I made my dashboards out of. You can see just a couple of like little pieces to kind of separate out. Just to have, and then this is my minimal planner. So that's what this one is in the front then, the cleaning routine, because it looks like the same font. So it's probably my minimal planner as well. But this is just night routine, and it says good night on the back. Then we get into my kids section. If you're new here, I have 2 kids. I have 2 boys, and I'm a homeschool mom. So one of my boys, my 3-year-old, he just turned 3. He's autistic, and so we have a lot of appointments and things. So there's a lot in this section right now. A lot of it I can't really show you because it's private, medical information. But I have this little Franklin Covey pocket for if I get something from the doctor's office in an appointment, I'll just shove it in here to file later. And then on the back, I just have a little something when I was in Hobonichi Weeks for like a minute and made that dashboard. This is a Blooms, I don't know what collaboration this was, but it was a Franklin Planner plastic folder, and I just put some pictures in it. Then in the beginning of my kids section is my calendar, and then I have this insert that I made. It's my year at a glance bundle. It's part of that. Any future appointments. So like I already have an appointment for Graham for next year. So I just write anything that's related to my kids goes in this section. I have a monthly health recap. I'm working on getting that up for you guys. And then I go into my medication list, medication trackers here, my sleep tracking. So the first part of the kids section is actually my health because it's kids / like health basically. So I could relabel it health, but it's mostly kids. So it doesn't bother me. It's fine. I put some of my health stuff in the front. And then I have my passwords kind of tracker, and I have this resources from Peanuts Planner, I think. And then we get into each one of my kids' sections. And I have this long calendar fold out from franklinplanner.com. If you'll hear me say Franklin Planner, Franklin Covey, it's the same company. It's just franklinplanner.com is the website you can order things from, but it's like the Franklin Covey planner system, if that makes sense. Just in case you don't know, I get questions about that sometimes. Yes, I talk really fast. I'm like an unofficial Gilmore Girl. I think watching that so much when I was growing up had an effect on me. Anyway, homeschool day. So this is just homeschool notes. I have this blank, I think it was a calendar freebie from Peanuts Planner. I'm not sure. In her Facebook group, I think. And this is where I'm just tracking our lessons and days of school for homeschooling. You have to track the number of days in school. And now I have to transfer that over into here. And then the rest of this, I don't think I can show you. We've got appointment details. Okay, so then this is some more of that heart vellum from Hobby Lobby. And then we get into my little guy's section and his little scribble that I keep in here. And then I have all of his appointment notes, therapy notes, and notes there. So let me get a drink. All right, next section is plans. So this is where I keep my calendar. Calendars, plural. This is from that Year at a Glance dashboard bundle that I have. It gives us the overview of this year and next year, Monday start. I also have Sunday start in that file, but I prefer Monday start. So that's what I have in my planner. This is my perpetual calendar. And excuse me, then we get into one of my shop releases. So I got a message. This all started from, I think her name, I don't want to say it. She's German and I don't want to disrespect her by saying it wrong. Francesca, I don't know. So sorry if you're watching this. It's Coffee and Paper on Instagram. And she was sending me a message about she wanted this monthly focus insert. And so she gave me a sketch of what she was thinking. And I was like, I've been working on something similar. What do you think? Like, I'll come up with, like, let me try. Sure, no problem. Let me do it. So we were working on things. I asked for her feedback and sent it back and forth. And we came up with this monthly focus insert. Then, so I listed that. So that's up, which is, where is it? I'll find it. It's here somewhere. Okay, here it is. So that's this right here, the monthly focus insert. Then I was working on a memory keeping insert as well. And I was talking to Carrie, which is I Heart to Plan on Instagram and here on YouTube, I think. And we were coming up with something where we could have like our Canon Ivy little snapshots and stuff. And so what I did was I came up with the memory keeping, section here, which is, let me show you a blank one. Okay, so this is like a blank memory keeping insert. So I have the memory keeping. This fits the Canon Ivy photo prints if you have one of those Canon Ivy printers. So you could do like a full, just a full print would fit perfectly in here. Or you can do that one where you can do the collage where you can have 2 horizontal photos. One of them would fit here. You can do the 4 square, and you could take 2 of the 4 squares, put them here, the 4 up here. And so what happened then is that kind of evolved into the front side being the monthly focus insert, and then the back being the memory keeping. And so that is in here, and now that's here. So this is the monthly focus and snapshots bundle. So that would be what I just showed you, where you have that first page is the focus insert. The back page is memory keeping. So I'm kind of bundling the 2 of them together, but you can just get this by itself, where it's just like this side would be March and then the front side would be February if you just want to do the memory keeping. Or you can get this one. I'm sorry if this is confusing. I'm trying to just explain it the best I can because there's multiple options here that I tried to kind of create and print for people to have different versions. So, okay, here it is. So this is just monthly focus insert. So if you don't want the memory keeping in that format with the Canon Ivy boxes, then this is just the the monthly focus insert. So you've got your space on the front for your month. You can date it if you want to or not. And then you put in your focus, and then you've got your prioritized tasks list here, and then highlights. And then on the back page, you have just a full box to gratitude list, memory journal, overflow tasks, sticky notes, whatever you could want, right? So that could be how you could use that. But basically, I have it where I've got the bundle, the monthly focus insert, or the memory keeping insert. The bundle combines them. I hope that makes sense. I'll put everything in the description, but this is one of my latest shop insert updates. So this is just showing what it would look like if you were to fill out the memory keeping insert where it's just January and February, no monthly focus. So you can kind of see here where you have that big box. So this is an example of just a 1 picture box, right? And I just wrote like a little thing with it. And then this is actually 2 of these images. Like when you do the 4 layout or the 3 layout, you get these 2 little ones. And so that's what I did here is I just put 2 little photos together. You can also do where you get the 2 layout and snap that. You could put 2 here. Possibilities are endless. You guys are so creative. I'm sure you can come up with some incredible things. If you do, tag me on Instagram. I love to see. So basically, this is just a way to visually memory keep in my planner. So I love the idea of this being like a living, breathing representation of my life, right? So I want to have a way that I can look back and keep some of these inserts. So like these absolutely will be pulled and then archived, and then I can look through and have my thoughts and stuff and photos. So yeah, I'm excited for this. This is really fun for me. And that will be at the beginning of each month. So like this was January. So I'll have that memory keeping monthly focus at the beginning. Then we've got the calendar of the monthly view. And then I go into my master task list and my weeklies. And so we can now, I've gone through, my week. So January, this is another example of January. This is using the bundle. So the front is using the focus insert, like my focus was on the year ahead, getting reset. And then I had my monthly task list and then some highlights for the month. And then I set up the back with a couple of images. So it's just these blank 2 boxes, but then I still fit like a little one on there. And now we're into this month. So I'm gonna have to cut this, but where do I have my scissors over here? No, I don't. Okay. So this is going to be just like a little way for me to quickly find the month. I have the little tab that says this month down here. And this is the month that we are in February. And then after that, I get into my, I have another one of these just in here because I was playing with it. We get into this week. This is my weekly layout. And then we get to the end of the month, I think. Yeah, at the end of the month of February. I have several of these in here right now because I'm testing. I was testing and printing and trying the different like layouts and whatnot basically. So this is that bundle one again, where the front is the focus and the back is the memory keeping. So then we move into March, and then I have the rest of the year of my monthlies and weeklies plus the memory keeping. And then after that, I just have future planning as part of my bundle. With future plans at the end of the monthlies. And then I just have a little vellum right here, just that same paper to separate my monthly weeklies from my dailies. These are my dailies. I'm going to archive these to give myself some more room. I usually like to keep like 1 month at a time. But these are really working for me. I'm loving my this is my dated dailies. I also have this in undated that doesn't have the date. It just says like Thursday, January, and you can fill in. But these are just, there you go. That's what it would look like, undated. So the 24 isn't there, the 2024 isn't there, and week 4 isn't there. So it just says Wednesday, January, week, and you can fill it in. So each day is a different wildflower. These are my dailies, and they're working great. And some days I don't put anything. That's fine. Some days are busier than others, right? So this is today. I haven't filled anything in today because today has been crazy. We now go into reference. So my reference section has all the things that I want to keep track of. That's so big. Okay. It has all of my lists and all the things that I want to reference specifically. This is my Planner's Guide to Prioritizing. I'm working through this insert right now. You guys have seen this. I'm still working on it. I'm trying to finalize it. I don't want to put something out that I'm not 100% happy with. So I'm still working on this, but it's going to be basically a whole goal planning and prioritizing bundle. Like if you're starting from scratch, or if you just want to have some more direction on setting values and goals and managing your time. This is my kind of system of how I pull everything together and how I have done it over the years. And I'm trying to pull that in here. And it's also going to have a values worksheet and going through all of these things. So that's coming. It's coming, I promise. It's coming soon. And I have the growth mindset in here. I think it's my minimal planner. Yep. And reading essentials. And then we go into my reading log, audiobook log, never ending to be read list. If I get a book recommendation from someone, especially if it has to do with autism, I try to put that here. I have my planner kind of information. This is not an accurate representation of my planner collection. I think it would go all the way to the front and back. BDS notes. Same with my purses. I have to update that. And then gift list and miscellaneous trackers that will be updated. I'd like to do something where I keep track of how many listings I put up, or posting, tracking like when I'm posting on social or YouTube. So that's the goal for this. They're just sitting here, waiting to be used and loved. I need to move this. Hold on. These need to go to my kids section actually, because this is what I'm using to help with curriculum updates. So when I get to, this is real life, I'm making updates on the fly. This February, this is going to be March, April. And I want to put these boxes here so that I can make notes about curriculum. So we will let them live there. Go back to reference. Where did I keep off? Trackers. Have Bible journaling notes, going through the heart dive, working on that. Bible study, doing my best. Well, I'm not doing my best, but I'm trying. So that counts for something. I'm sorry if you guys were off focus. You know how I am. This is the hot mess side of YouTube, like I say. And then my miscellaneous like reference notes, things I want to add to my planner, things like that. Section information. If I'm watching someone's video and I like the way they have their tabs set up or something like that, I put that here, and some old notes that have carried over from my personal size that I just can't be bothered to update. This is my little page finder. I think it's supposed to be this way, and I punched it on the wrong side. So that's nice. I'm gonna have to punch it again because that's gonna drive me nuts now that I noticed that. But basically this, if I open my planner, this is the view from the top, right? And I'm like, I need to take a quick note. I reach for my big bow and it takes me where I need to go. Okay, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Because I will often get a call if I'm talking to a client or from a doctor or something like that, and I just need to take a quick note, and that goes here. And I punched my inserts wrong, but I'm like, I'm not going to waste them. So they're all backwards, and I just punched them all wrong. But anyway, these are my notes pages, and then these were just, I wanted some pretty note pages, and so I took one of my little floral dashboard or like pretty pages that were like for dashboards, and I just printed them, and I have the opacity low so I can write over them. But these are just blank pages, couple line pages, just notes. And then we get into my finance. Excuse me. So finance for me is multifunctional, has a couple things going on. So for me, it's anything financial related. So that means business, that means budget, personal, but it could also just be like my Etsy, my mobile notary main business, anything that has to do with my finances lives here. So I wanted a place to store all of that. And so anytime one of you send me a message for a size or an insert request, I try to get to the insert requests, as quickly as I can. But I've been inundated with so many sizing requests that right now I'm focusing on Franklin Covey Compact. And then once I can get a good chunk of inserts created for that size, then it will be much easier to resize those inserts to the various additional sizes. So it's coming. It's just little me all by myself. So some of these things can take a little bit of time, but I keep track of that here. And then this is the list of all the inserts that I want to make. If I get recommendations or questions from people, requests for certain inserts, or I just have an idea of things I want to replace in my planner, I put them here. And then as I was coming up with I literally got all these requests within a week. And so I tried to write it all in, and I've started putting up some personal size as well. And I'm working on it slowly but surely. Business stuff. Then we get into this pretty little $1,000 bill that I have laminated, and my business notes, specifically for Ron and notary. Ron is remote online notarizations. Income tracking will be filled out. And then we get into my invoice tracker. This is my invoice. As a notary, I send invoices to my title companies and signing services. So This is where I can keep track of that. I don't have it up yet, but I can. I had it vertical or horizontal because I just have a lot of information I need to keep track of, and I write really big. So I can't bring myself to do it the other way. But I've got all these things in my back pocket falling out. I like to slice some of my inserts, but then when I have them in the back, this is the problem it creates is, you know, it comes apart. This is my debt tracker. It's not up, but it will be, to kind of keep track of certain, you know, paying off debts, debt snowball. If you know, you know. My student loan tracker, same. If anybody wants me to put it up, let me know. Just, you know, filling this in and working on that stupid student loan. Anyway, this is my bill tracker. So I jokingly put in, I wish my mortgage was $100, don't we all? And I have this right here. So this has just been listed. It's a bill tracker, just a basic bill tracker where you can put in the due date, what it is, the amount, and you can check off. I put the check boxes to the side so that you could put in the date that you paid it if you want to, or you could just check it. So that is up right now in my shop along with my check register. Very simple check register, just, you know, checkbook registers. The date, the details, whether it's plus or minus, and then your current balance with a running total, and that's front and back. And then I have online shopping. If I keep track of like a big purchase or something, if I'm waiting on it, I'll put that here. And then the back is my miscellaneous, which houses nothing right now except an extra vellum. And then I just made this little guy on the back that I tipped in with a little extra space, so that it would be peeking out from the back. And then my page lifter. The back is my emergency card information with my kids, you know, medical stuff on it. And then just pretty, this is, my mom tatted this. And then my dot pen's the same as it was last time. I keep losing the sticky is just going on my little stickies because I use them so much. This was a little charm that I made from Hobby Lobby charm. And the back is filled with old weeklies, an extra pocket, my vomit protocol, which one of you commented and was like, can you send me put up the vomit protocol, please? And it made me laugh so hard. So, yep, I will work on getting that up for you fellow funny guys like me. So, or women and ladies and whatever. So that's it. That is my updated flip, and keeping my pen in the front like this because it's just how it's working for me. I will leave links in the description to my shop as well as those 4 inserts that were just listed. If you have questions, as always, feel free to reach out to me. Here, I respond to every comment as quickly as I can, or on Instagram at Main Mama Plans. I'm super active over there. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful February, and just a quick reminder to hug the people that you love, okay? Tell them you love them because tomorrow is not promised. And so I'm telling you all that I love you because I do, and I'm very grateful that you're here. So I hope you have a wonderful week. And this week is Valentine's, so I'm sending you all of the love that I can. And I hope you have a great week. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, my friends.